You broke the rules.
For a lawful monk who's supposed to follow his oaths,
Hey, that's why I felt compelled to go back across the bridge because
you're
I did
currently
not
Johnny Cashing
I
it
didn't
because you're
cross the
walking
bridge.
that line.
I did not cross the bridge.
You also went down in a burning ring of fire.
I did.
Or
It
should we
just
say electricity?
yeah,
But it's
that was
cooler when you
electricity.
say fire.
All right.
Okay,
So,
Mr. Gary Oaks.
how are
Did
you
you just say
paying for
Tika
it?
was Gary Oak? You just got Gary motherfucking oaked.
Man, that ring must have been an artifact to do a lot of the things it did.
I mean, in order to fully control a CR-15 creature, that's
Well, to change its
Damage
spell
type is
casting ability
fantastic.
is
Mhm.
it's a little ridiculous.
yeah. That part was amazing.
Because I
Sure.
thought even if you're electrical, you still cast wall of fire as a wall of fire.
It says it
I know
changes its
that it's-
energy type.
But that's for its aura and everything, not for its spell casting. That spell that cast.
My understanding was that it would also change the spell casting.
Okay.
I could be wrong.
No, no, that's. I mean, you got the book.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
sure
know what it
it's
says.
that's just how it's written in the scenario. Just one of those amazing things that we will never, ever, ever
Well,
have a
this
chance to
is
have.
this is what it is, word for word, what it says. It changes the energy type.
Well, that doesn't mean it changes the spells that it casts.
That was my understanding from what I read in the GM resources from Eyes of the
Mhm.
Ten.
Well, I disagree, so I'm going to have to
Okay.
complain to my online VL. So, online VL, do you agree with this ruling?
You would not be surprised how many of those complaints I get about myself. I got one the other day that was like,
I like that.
I seriously got one about myself. I guess the guy didn't realize it was me. He was like, I have so many problems with this GM. I can't even list them. And I was like, what the fuck?
You're going to get an
Yo,
earful
talk
from
to
your
somebody
online
else,
VL.
man.
I'm telling you right now.
If you would like to petition Jesse about it, you even have full YouTube documented evidence of what happened.
No, no, no.
I
Of
want a
course, there's. Of
replay.
course not. This is Eyes of the Ten, so
Yeah.
whatever
So-
it says is fine with me. I mean, that's why I'm playing you GMing this because
Yeah.
your rule is law for this, so I'm
I'll
fine.
ask around.
So we
was
retrieved
my
your body,
understanding,
so
but
you
I could
don't
be
need
wrong.
a retrieval
I-
team.
I think next time we should have kept the Phoenix where it could just cast greater regeneration for they have to pay for the full cost of the resurrection.
Now, see that's how I ran it too.
So the thing is, the Phoenix is still in this cave, and it kind of owes you guys. You did set it free.
Oh, sad.
You could just
Did-
walk back in here and ask it to cast Greater Resto.
So the
All
the
right.
only thing that
You
I have
totally
to
blow
ask
that.
AP
Yes.
is, did you really roll a 1 on a 1d4 for his resurrection?
I rolled a 2.
Because we only had one round to come back.
No, it was 2 rounds.
Plus, technically, I didn't KO it because he forgot DR, so it was sort of a moot point.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I lost a round because when he dimension door over, when he said that, I didn't get a chance to do anything.
Yeah, because I the same round that I dimension doored, he came back the next round.
I'm pretty sure it was 2 rounds.
Nope,
Actually, I thought it was faster, too.
because I had one round to get back across the bridge.
That's when he got hit by the spell, which is like,
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and I didn't even get around to get. I mean, that was it.
Like, he died, and then his turn immediately came back up, like, immediately afterwards. And then we went through the turns, and then he came back. That was 2 rounds.
Oh, okay. Well, anyways, we're beyond this, and we want to
Yep.
hurry things up
Yeah.
so we can get.
So,
This-
what do you need from us? I'm Kadiran. Can I just use the Kadiran stuff, even though it's new season? I think I could still use the Kadiran
Yeah,
stuff.
apparently
Right?
you can still use the old-fashioned vanities.
until
So I
What
was that
specifically
8 prestige, right, to do that.
That's Osirian,
Kadiran.
man. That's Osirian.
Oh, that's still serious. Okay, then I used the Race of the Rune Card Key. I used that one.
Okay,
That's
What does
half
that
of
one
it.
do?
So-
I guess. You guys should have a shit ton of money. It should be pretty easy to just buy your way back, but that's my thought.
No, I have much more prestige points. I have 35. So
All right.
I used a Race of the Rude card key, so it splits the cost of Raised Dead or Resurrection, whatever, in half.
Okay.
So Raised Dead becomes 8 points for me, prestige
Yep.
points, and I assume we could use the thing to greater restore us, or no?
Yep.
Yeah.
The Phoenix.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that should be it. Just 8 prestige, and I'm
And-
back to max.
I have to use all prestige points, so that's 16.
Okay. It greater
And-
restos you when you drop by the next day.
Okay.
Thanks, bro.
and-
So while you guys are in the maze, the Medusa's back, and she's just like, "Hey, what's up? I don't want to fight you anymore. Let's be friends."
You know what? That's okay. Because you know what? I don't want to fight you neither.
All right.
As long as you don't want anything back, I'm fine with it.
All right. So
I'm gonna show up in the next scenario anyway, so even if you kill me, I'm gonna continually resurrect forever. I'm cursed.
I
It
bet
sucks.
you are. Don't worry, we'll kill you in the
She's
next
cursed in more than one way.
because she got penetrated by arrows.
Has a whole
Really?
day passed, or was it a quick Raised Dead and we're back on the?
I would
on the-
assume you guys, need to like have a day pass, right? Because you.
I
gotta
think
get
a day
greater
at
resto.
least had to have passed.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just making sure. Okay, that's
All
good.
right.
Okay.
So things are reset, and we start going.
Okay. When you
Reset
come
off
back
the thing.
in, Tico's body is still just sitting there.
Say,
Yeah.
really, guys? I was like, the red fade whatever guy didn't come back and save his body. That's horrible.
Hey, no, let's take his. I mean, couldn't we take his body back to the lodge with us and have him raised too?
You would have to pay for that raise.
Mm. Yeah,
I'll give him an honorable burial.
That
Damn.
sounds good. There you go.
Okay.
His slightly rotten remains are then on.
I mean, we take his stuff, of course, but
Oh,
Or hobos
okay.
for
You
life.
acquire the following: +2 full plate armor, +1 heavy steel shield, ring of protection +2, amulet of natural armor +1, cloak of resistance +1, +2 keen longsword.
Oh, I take the ring.
I'll take the amulet.
Don't you already have a ring? Oh, you gave the ring to the Phoenix. Okay, yeah.
I have a ring of protection +1.
Well, I thought you had the Phoenix ring, but then I remembered you let the Phoenix eat it. To go free!
Okay, we're nice guys like that, apparently.
If anyone's looking to get it, the guys that were mauled by the Phoenix had 8 +1 flaming burst arrows each,
Oh, hell yeah.
which of course
yeah.
they didn't use on a Phoenix with fire immunity. So
Okay, how many guys were there?
2, so there's 16.
Hmm.
All right,
Good.
So
each.
Simo will take 8.
Grant will take
Okay.
8.
You see Zelda like, hey,
Okay, ring.
You guys okay with me taking the amulet natural armor +2?
Activity,
Yeah, I don't care.
Phoenix presents.
Zelda survived and get nothing.
Okay, the Raven talks to you for a while and says, I am Zeliax. I was captured by the Pathfinder Lord Tepin Montrose decades ago in the Windsept Wastes, thousands of miles to the east. Montrose is a cruel and indifferent master, and I much prefer the services of the Red Raven, who is now dead. He has a noble heart and knows the difference between right and wrong. Now I am my own master, however, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Montrose bound me here forever, and I'm free.
Freedom.
Okay. So, at the end of the passage, you find a long, thin, winding passageway that leads up a steep incline from the massive cavern below to a dead end that is clearly the obscured side of a secret door. The door stands ajar, just a crack, but appears to be built into the altar of a small private chapel. Light from the stained glass windows above the altar suggests that you've reached the surface. Within the secret door, on the right side of the chapel, a rough red cloak, cloth cloak, and the headdress of the Red Raven lies on a wooden peg in the wall. A basin of water nearby is tinged red, and a fresh pot of red paint sits next to the basin. What do you do?
I think we have our guy who can see invisibility look around.
Okay, you see
Oh.
no invisible people.
Do we want to just put it on?
Perception check the area.
Okay, you look around. Do you see anything further? You do hear some shouting coming from the other side of the door into the chapel.
I'm willing to put it on.
Okay. Can you make a disguise check?
No. Can somebody else put it on?
So I guess like Dee Dee starts stripping down and putting it on, and it's just like, I'm large size. This isn't gonna fit me at all, ever.
I would be small again at this point. I mean, until I cast Wand of Enlarged Person again.
That is not my forte.
No one wants to disguise himself.
Why?
Okay.
One of you should.
You guys say you want to wear it. That's not my call.
Hey, I mean, we
As
need
a
to
paladin and a Hell
somehow.
Knight, I do not disguise myself.
Well, so we should at least be able to talk to them and try to figure out what's going on, because we don't want to just go in there guns up blazing. That's not what our
Certainly.
rule.
Do we have a something white? A white cloth of some type?
I disagree with this approach.
At least render.
Sure. Kale the Callistrian's body, which is also still sitting down there beginning to rot, he had all sorts of white clothes. White silk belt, white shirt.
Alright. I fashion sort of a flag of parley
Okay.
from it. I've
That's
discovered
over.
they are honorable men.
Not throw the guy's body into the cavern.
What body? Oh, Kale the Callistrian? Okay.
Yeah. After taking the stuff.
The Phoenix is like, what the fuck, man? I was sleeping.
I take his stuff first, of course, and then throw him in there.
Okay. Like I said, you guys already recovered the Pale Maiden.
Okay.
Mm.
So there is
Brought it
like
back.
so there's like a door into some place that we hear shouting.
Just a second. I need to see if Kale the Callistrian has anything. Braces of armor +2 and a chime of opening.
It's a chime of opening.
He
That
has a
sounds
masterwork rapier. Chime of opening lets you open things, of course.
Apparently.
You guys, I'm sorry, what did you say? Were you opening the door?
If people don't have objections, I was going to.
Okay, you open the
Nope.
door. You enter a chapel. You hear shouting outside, like, Viva la Revolution! Gold forever! You see a number of men dressed in gray milling about with peasants and a young woman who is currently on a guillotine chopping block. So, let's see here. Let me describe the chapel that you're in. The secret door from the tunnel leading down into the Red Raven's roost opens up into the false facade of an altar in a chapel dedicated to Abadar, master of the first vault. Numerous lit candles flicker from the shelves built into the whitewashed walls, which extend 30 feet to end in what is some kind of spire or steeple. The upper walls of the structure bear huge stained glass windows. From the light illuminating their colorful scenes, it seems to have emerged onto the surface. Two huge double doors on the far wall, about 20 feet away, stand open just a crack, revealing a sliver of the courtyard beyond. Several figures throng about the yard, jeering and yelling. Inside the chapel, though, it is mostly quiet. When you look out into the courtyard, more than a dozen angry Galton citizens throng the narrow courtyard of the keep, crowding around a tall wooden guillotine erected on the far end. 4 tall, gaunt human men wearing long gray coats and armed with sturdy halberds patrol the mob, keeping the peace while at the same time cheering along with the bloodthirsty crowd. Howls of "Off with your head!" and "Death to the noble traitor!" emerge from the din of the rabble. A richly garbed man wearing an absurd hat which looks much like my own. Yes. Where was I? Yes, absurd hat, festooned with ribbons and badges, looks down upon the crowd from atop the courtyard wall, unfolding a scroll and beginning to speak. As the crowd shifts to reveal the guillotine, the focus of all the anger becomes near. Kneeling in the mud, her neck exposed to the guillotine's blade, is a light-haired woman who is dressed in strange clothing. Geppa, you are the mistress of Eric of Havilon. You stand accused as an enemy of the Red Revolution and a sworn foe of the people of Gert. By my decree, you are required to grant us the magical password that access into Montrose Keep so that the ill-gotten gains of Eric of Havilon and your filthy evil nobility can be distributed for the good people of Gert. Vive la Revolution! While you guys are looking at this, you can make a knowledge local check to identify the men walking around the crowds and the guy with the giant hat.
We must save her.
You identify the men patrolling the crowds as the Grey Gardeners, agents of execution who are above the law. Likewise, the man in the oversized hat is a citizen judge deputized by someone to be carrying out executions on behalf of the local government.
So, do we go in like heroes and save her and all that good stuff?
Why? It is a lawful execution.
But she probably have information that we need. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah,
You know
I'm gonna.
who she is?
Do I know who she is?
Yeah. Why do you want to save her? They're saying she's a criminal.
They said our venture captain was a criminal, but you know.
That's true. They totally murked his ass, too.
Yeah. Birds of a feather, man. As I
I
kind of
agree.
flap my wings.
I think enemies of my enemy are my friend, in my opinion.
I cannot condone breaking apart the legal process.
I don't know if it's legal.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
It seems
like
very
who put
legalish.
this in charge?
I mean,
who put
this-
this guy
It's in
charge?
a Church of Abadar, and it's by a citizen judge and
With the
the
scroll.
lawfully appointed
it's very
authorities.
official looking. I mean, he's got badges. The scroll looks pretty legit. There's seals and ribbons on it. The Grey Gardeners are the executioners of the Galton people, so this does seem official.
Anywho, I can make fancy ribbons and badges and say that I'm in charge and, you know, make people happy and lie about it. But, you know, just saying.
Well, I guess we must find out what she did.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we don't. Yeah, I know something's funky here. Why do we come up and we just suddenly see an execution? That's not right.
Well, we are in a place where they do tend to execute a lot of people. Not all that surprising.
I don't care about that. This rule is this stupid part of the game.
Okay,
He
how about we
comes
put this to
out.
how about we do this to a party vote?
So, Grant can't condone taking action, but if you guys happen to do something, he might not actively try and stop you.
Okay, here's the plan, guys. Y'all walk in, I go visible, dimension door in, grab a chick, dimension door out. Huddle? Huddle.
Sounds good. Go.
Okay,
I'm
first
here.
I go.
Why
first
are
I-
we taking this person?
You probably have information
We
we
should-
want to know.
We should find
And
out
if she is bad or whatever
Actually,
it
can
is,
I? What's,
Is it she?
What's our distance here?
Everything is as you are.
is it this person? Who's the one that's being
Where?
executed?
The woman that's standing on the chopping block here.
Yeah,
Davey's,
okay.
Davey's 80 feet from her.
So that's far enough that I can't do detect evil on her.
Don't worry, I got the thing that will detect evil on her. First I cast greater visibility, and then I'm going to D-door in.
And I'll just fly out, and I was like, halt!
Wait, what?
I'm gonna kite.
As a distraction.
Yes.
As I D-door in and teleport. It's like, and I whisper
Oh,
to her,
God.
do you want to live?
I'll kite. I walk
Grant
in.
is
Halt!
just kind of aghast right now, slightly stunned.
I want to be clear. about the order what's happening. If you can move Zilla back real quick.
Okay.
And everyone move back inside. So obviously Zello is invisible. What's happening from there?
And I tell him to wait. Let me teleport over there before you go out.
Okay.
Give me 1 round, 10 seconds. That's all I need.
No one will know that you've teleported because you're invisible.
They can still
Dee Dee
hear
will.
me.
Dee Dee will know.
Dee Dee does.
Yeah, that's the one going out. I'm telling them that, like, give me 10 seconds to talk to her and see if she want to come with. And then you
Okay.
come out. As I teleport out. And, well, D-door out. And I
You
ask her,
teleport out. Okay. You start talking to her, and she's like, "Who are you? What do you want?" Where's
I'm
your
here to
voice
save
coming
you.
from?"
I'm here to save you.
The
Do you
guy
wanna come with?
standing next to her is like, "Who's there? I hear someone. Judge, what
Make
should
up-
we do?"
I grab her and then I D-door out.
Okay, I want to point out she's locked into a guillotine.
She's still an object. I can
Okay.
still, well, she's not really, technically she's a person. So I could just,
Make
Teleport
an
out.
initiative roll.
okay. I put
Everyone that
my,
wants to act in this fight should definitely be initiativing.
okay.
I guess Grant will be initiating, but he doesn't really want to be in this fight.
So the question still stands. She's asking you, "Who are you?"
I'm here to save you.
She says again, "Who are you?"
I'm a friend of the Raven. The Red Raven, or
She says,
whatever.
I am the Red Raven's wife-ish.
Yeah, there's no time to explain. I have to get you out of here.
She says, "I know all of his allies. Who are you?"
Is this really the time, lady?
Okay. She can refuse to be teleported, correct?
Yeah, she can refuse, but it's like,
She will.
would she?
She will be doing so. She has no idea who you are.
He's refusing
the
off of the
guillotine.
guillotine?
Probably. I think she has a pretty strong suspicion as to who you are. You're definitely not the Red Ravens agents because you haven't given the password. Simo.
I'm delaying.
Grant.
So,
I will follow
certainly
my...
not taking the first step to disrupt this thing.
Okay.
I will activate my boot stub. Other than that, not doing anything.
Okay.
I guess maybe I'll move there and it's like, wait, are you all sure that this is what we should be doing? This seems like a
Grant,
mistaken
it is-
step.
Grant, it is too late. Either you're with us,
Or you
Oh,
are
you're
against
not.
us. Should have said against us. All right, Dee Dee. Things sound really serious in this room. What are you going to do?
I do not
You
like
step-
what we are doing either.
Dee Dee steps out.
Okay, you
Halt.
push open the door and step out.
Halt! I wish only to find out what is happening out here.
Okay, make a diplomacy check.
Let me check what my actual diplomacy is. Damn it! Okay, here we go.
Just so you know, you'll be locked into doing this for a minute or until combat
Okay.
with your party begins.
Yeah, I could go total defensive too, can I?
Yeah,
Sure.
maybe I should have done that.
Well, you should have.
Yeah.
You managed to incite the crowd against you. The whole crowd is like, "Enemy of the revolution! Kill her! And everyone behind her as well! They're trying to interrupt this execution! This totally
What
lawful
execution?
execution!"
What execution?
Okay. Broke flies out. Doop, 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 doop. They flat-footed, right?
Sure.
And he flies on top of the top part of guillotine and holds up the blade.
Weren't you going to teleport her first?
Well, Broke's going to fly out here first because I can communicate
you
with
said
him.
that you were going to teleport her, so...
Okay, then teleporter. It's going to happen. Either way, it's going to happen. This.
And she makes a will save to resist it. I'm not sure you want to touch that blade, by the way.
I think that's an artifact, if I remember my reading correctly.
Is an 18 good enough to beat your Dimension Door DC?
Let me see.
Actually, is Dimension Door the one where you can't teleport someone who doesn't want to be teleported?
I don't know. Let's find out.
Yeah, they have to be willing, so she refuses your Dimension Door.
Yeah. Then Broke will fly up to the blade and put his body against the blades for if it's let go, it's using him as a brace.
Yeah, I think that might kill him instantly. I'm going to have to look.
Well, it has to come down to complete modem, so it's like
I don't
1 inch
think
away
so.
from him.
I think that the blade is literally like soul-sucking.
Yeah, if I remember it correctly, it's either a minor or major artifact.
A guillotine?
Yeah.
It's the gray guillotine or whatever it's called. I forget what it is.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Does anyone
not
have the
something-
actual guillotine stats? I forget what book they're in. Inner Sea World Guide, 20th level mine.
I have Inner Sea World Guide. Give me a sec to pull it up.
Can't believe I had to pull this shit out. Why do you have to ruin everything, Broke?
So,
Oh, you're the one being difficult.
Inner
Tell me
Sea
if you wanna
World
live.
Guide. Let's pull up the artifacts.
What?
Yeah, I knew I had read that before.
Hmm.
Let's see, where are the artifacts in here?
La Resistance.
Alright, Galt, page 70.
Wow, it would really suck for your Eidolon soul to get sucked away because you would never be able to recover him. You would pretty much live your life as a cripple.
Hey, I'm never crippled.
A summoner without an Eidolon, that's pretty crippled. It's
I
like
still got my
having 12 levels in Commoner.
Gee whiz, I still got my bow.
Yeah, I guess. So does a Commoner.
And what is your plus to hit and damage?
I have a plus.
He's actually pretty good with the bow, surprisingly.
Yeah.
Did you manage to find Inner Sea World Guide? Whether
I
it
have
says
Inner
on it?
Sea World Guide. I'm just trying to find the artifact in there. If other people want to take their turns while I flip through this.
No, we're pretty much locked here because, I mean, the blade is going to fall. And
Guillotine. Searching in here to see if it.
I think it's called Final Blade.
Okay. Final Blade.
It's going to be under the Galt chapter. So
Yeah, I'm in the Galt chapter. I just don't know if there's a separate chapter for artifacts.
70 equipment.
Oh,
is...
here. I found it. Page 300. Final Blade. It is a minor artifact. So the guillotine's known as the Final Blades, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, man.
When a final blade scythes down to decapitate the target, treat this as a coup de grace attempt on the victim that inflicts 66 plus 12 points of damage. A final blade's damage penetrates all damage reduction, save epic reduction and negates all regeneration effects. A creature slain by this effect is immediately targeted by a soul bind effect that automatically places her soul into the blade itself. No save.
Okay, so it sounds like your Eidolon's going to be eating 66 plus 12. And if he dies from the fourth save, he's gone permanently.
Well, his soul's inside the blade.
Yeah.
There's ways to undo that, isn't it?
Sure. Okay, so he's hanging there.
So it does say only large or smaller helpless or willing creatures can be executed by a final blade.
Yes.
But he has technically put his
He's
body
put himself
in the
in
way.
it. Yeah. He's
So
just
I get
floating
he
there.
counts as willing, I think, because he puts himself in the way.
Trying to hold it up.
But the key aspect of it is it doesn't do the damage. It doesn't do the soul suck unless it kills him first.
Right, but the 66 plus 12, you also have to make a fortitude save equal to 10 plus that damage, or die instantly.
Oh, where's that?
Because it's a coup de grace.
True.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
the problem.
I thought you had a coup de grace, a helpless creature.
Yes, you're putting yourself into a guillotine, man.
Well,
I don't
like,
know how to be much more clear about that.
can he hold it up? Like, yes.
No.
hands.
You
Put a
know
stick
what?
in it.
I will allow you to hold it up. Sure.
Yay!
Zello, however, dimension doors out as he tries to grab Geppa. The judge is basically like, kill this annoying dog creature and murder the shit out of him. He's holding up a lawful execution. I call upon all citizens of Galt who are lawful to murder this interfering interloper. Let's see what he's got here.
Now he's attacking our friends.
I don't suppose he has banished. That would be fucking hilarious. No, but he does have that. Let's see here.
So I'm back here now.
This will be good times. I think he can just step back here, and he's outside of Broke's range, right? And cast on Broke. I need Broke to make a Fortitude save.
Spell resistance.
It does have spell resistance, that's true. What is the SR?
SR is 11 plus my level, so 23.
Bam.
Curse you.
Make a fort.
Let me see. Broke, fort save.
Of course it doesn't include the...
19.
Oh, wow, you're gonna get fucking smoked, son. You take 140 damage.
Ooh. What the
Broke's
heck
body
hit him?
literally begins shattering.
Well, I can't do anything about that.
He is consumed by unholy fire.
Wait, unholy fire?
Yes. Sorry. What alignment is this guy? Yeah, he's... I can't say it out loud, but... It can be holy or unholy. Yeah, it's unholy fire. Either way, it's like a gray fire. It's like somewhere between holy and unholy. Either way, Broke gets completely fucking messed up by this spell. His body literally disassembles itself. Had he been a living creature, his body would be in ashes and not be resurrectable. Probably. Yes. The only way to restore a character who has failed this save and was slain is to use True Res. Wish, Resurrection, or Miracle.
Was anyone have line of sight to spellcraft that? Actually, Zello.
Actually, does the
teleported.
Eidolon even come back from this? It's some pretty heavy wording.
Let me see what happened when the Evelyn dies.
Yeah, I mean, this is literally soul destruction at this point.
You're trying to cripple my character.
I am. I'm doing my best. If it
You're
is
doing-
killed, it is banished. Yeah, you're just banished, no matter what happens there. Well, I have bad news for you, my friend. He got destructed. This guy pulls a lever and slams the blade down on Geppa.
I'm okay with this. I tried to save her.
66 plus 12. And she needs to make a Fortitude save of 41. She's a sorcerer, so she basically needs a 20. And they can just reload it and do it again and again. She dies. And you actually watch her body like start spasming after her head's cut off, and like her soul starts rising out and gets sucked in the blade. And the crowd is like, yes! Heroes of the Revolution! We have defeated Eric of Havilon's filthy whore! Now we shall go upon these other people who are here for no apparent reason, trying to interrupt us. So random Grey Gardener guys are all gonna rush into combat. And yep, they're basically just gonna protect him by doing what? Are halberds reach weapons? Pretty sure they are. Am I wrong here?
I think they're reach.
It's really not reach? Okay, alright. It's just a regular 5-foot long spear. Okay, so double move. And double move. And double move. And regular single move. because he pulled the trigger on her. Simo, things are looking kind of bad. This guy, they're all approaching you. They haven't attacked yet, but they're all like, surrender now or prepare to fight.
And they're coming at us. Oh,
God damn it, people.
I know, right? Oh, I'll go into lane.
Okay. The commoners all begin scattering into the streets outside. Great. Would you like to make a diplomacy check?
Yes, god damn it.
This is your last chance. This is the
Alright.
under guillotine.
So, Grant will yell to them, I have no intention of interrupting a lawful proceeding. I simply wish to inquire the provenance and audit the matter. As a Hell Knight, I find the proper conduct of legal proceedings to be a matter of grave importance.
Interesting. However, your wording is is definitely going to give you a circumstance negative. For reasons I'll explain in a moment, as the judge in the back shouts, I am a priest of Callistra. I do not care for your lawful ways. 50
Wait.
plus 25 plus con.
He doesn't care for lawful, and he's pretending to be a judge.
He's not pretending to be a judge. He is a judge.
So a chaotic person
He is
is a judge.
He is a chaotic judge, it's true.
Okay, I
25
have certain
plus
things
3.
I need to do with that.
You succeed at stopping this combat for now.
Whew.
The judge in the back says, it is perfectly legitimate for priests of Calistria to serve as judges. Not every place follows the foolish rules that you have. What I do here is entirely legal. Welcome to Gaunt.
So,
Well,
Can
I
I-
was just going on. I'm sending back my Evelyn.
can I take just like a general knowledge check to know what the general alignment of Callistra is?
Chaotic. That's, I mean, it's kind of well known.
Is she chaotic, neutral, evil?
Pretty sure it's neutral.
Because if she was chaotic evil, then there'd be real problems.
But he's a priest, so he doesn't have to share her alignment. And
Mhm.
again, he is a legal judge in this country.
Yes.
Okay,
So, I
you
will
have talked
step
him down. The judge says, you have talked me down for this reason. You want to inspect my documentation, yes? You say that I am perhaps not doing this legally.
Indeed, I have my doubts when individuals who are not particularly concerned with proper methodology take over legal proceedings, and as such, I find it necessary to ensure that all the niceties are in fact being taken care of.
Okay, so his Grey Gardeners assemble into a line, and one of them, like, offers to escort you back to him. So he will speak with you away from the party. He says, come over here and I will show you my documentation, Hell Knight scam.
I will take it, and everyone else better be ready to waste them if they pull anything.
Okay? So,
I think Broke is back now. Yay.
sure.
At half
Someone
HP.
Broke is like, whoa, what the fuck, man? I've never had my composite molecules be ripped apart at a subatomic level. I didn't even know what quarks were until that shit happens.
He's at half hit points. He's like,
The judge in the back is like, didn't I destroy you like 10 seconds ago?
I'm too legit to quit.
That is bullshit. You know how hard I have to pray to get that spell? Those are just growing trees.
That's right.
So, You look over his documentation. Can you give me a linguistics check or a knowledge, nobility, or some sort of law-based check?
No.
Okay. They appear to be documents that
I
pertain to executions.
refer to
It all looks
That's
very
it.
official to you.
do any of my companions happen to have any expertise? That
So
I
the
might
judge
draw?
looks at you when you ask that, and he's like, "You are a paladin and a hero knight that cannot read these legal documents."
We need Judge.
Oh God, yes.
Judge.
Where art thou?
Well, I'm pretty sure he's dead.
He
He
never
gave
come back.
away all his money.
Yes. Bah.
So, does anyone have any sort of law-based knowledge, nobility, a really high knowledge, local linguistics, anything?
I have
I have knowledge,
linguistics.
ability.
Okay.
I have local. I have linguistics.
You want linguistics, Ro?
You'll have to step forward next to Grant to make your linguistics.
Wait a minute. Question.
Okay, Dee. You know, like the guy steps over behind you, and he's just like, "Try anything, and I'll cut you." You look over the document. It seems that it's not been forged. It seems perfectly legitimate.
And I
It
tell Grant that it
authorizes
looks
the
legit.
Yeah, it authorizes the execution of, let's see here. Arek
Authorizes
of-
by who?
by
yeah.
the Red Revolution and the Gultan Council.
May I inquire
Okay.
what the charges were?
The charges were being an enemy of the Red Revolution and the sworn foe of the people of Gult, keeping ill-gotten gains from the people, using his status as a noble to improve his mercantile standing. It authorizes the execution of Eric of Halvan and any of his followers.
I'm not sure I have anything particular I can do here, guys. I take my oath code seriously, and while I find the manner in which this was conducted distasteful, it does appear to have met with all of the legal niceties.
He says, "Very well. If you will now leave this place, we are going to try to break down their doors tomorrow. I will be
Wait.
sending a fine to your Pathfinder Society for the giant flying dogs attempt to break my guillotine."
There was no document. Nothing in this document allows you to break and enter, does it?
This house is now being claimed for the Red Revolution. All hail
But
to
there's
this
nothing
one.
in this document that allows you to break and enter.
He says, Eric of Avalon is dead, and his assets are all seized by the Red Revolution.
But that's in a different document.
And he produces such a document.
Do you have a
So if that's the
certificate of
case, then
death?
what? There you go.
Everything he's doing here is perfectly legal, just to be clear. He produced
We
any
need some
documentation needed.
We need some chaotic people to do things so I can shake my head at them after they do it.
Yeah, I'm
Just
lawful
saying,
good.
out of character.
Unfortunately, you have a lawful good, you got a monk and a paladin. It's gonna be kind of hard to skirt the law here.
I know. So I'm saying, if anyone happens to be a little chaotic, out of character, and wants to do something,
Thelo?
have to react to afterwards.
So the judge actually stops and he's like, "So you all are Pathfinders, yes?"
Yes. Why?
Okay,
do-
just to be
why-
sure, because many of you are wearing. We lost Dom.
Oh, didn't?
Apparently, my camera. What the heck?
Oh, now it's back.
When did my camera go off? Well, let's see here. Where is?
My Skype is saying that you need Skype Premium to make a group video call over 4 hours.
He might have gotten dropped from that. My face is all round out or something.
Yeah, it's dark.
I don't know what's up with that. Anyway, where were we? Right, he is going to be sending a invoice to the Pathfinder Society. Oops. No, I don't want a touchpad. Uh-oh. Dom got knocked out of the call. It says call to Dom failed. Give me a sec, guys. I'm gonna go answer Dom's call by ending this one. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay.
Dom? Alright. Sorry, audience. We are back. Hopefully. We have everyone. Excellent. Okay,
sorry about
invoice.
Dom, you were about to interject by doing something crazy.
I was.
Well, let's
Yeah.
be clear.
Yeah.
We did discuss that there's a lawful good, a lawful monk, and a lawful paladin hell knight who cannot take action against this entirely lawful execution.
Unless
Well,
there
sorry.
was somebody of neutral or
talking about?
chaotic nature to do something.
You know what? It already happened, and they said that they're gonna bust down the building tomorrow. So the building is unbust today, right?
Right, but they're also asking you to leave right now.
So, I guess we'll head towards the building. They didn't say which way we had to leave.
When you say that, the judge is like, I'm standing right here.
I wasn't saying that aloud.
Are you sure? Because it sounded like you were muttering it to yourself. Seriously, just leave. I don't know
Alright,
how you
let's go
got
then.
in through the chapel, but just walk out the front doors.
Okay, out the front doors we go.
Like the Grey Gardeners shoo you guys out. They're like, move along, nothing to see here. We're fine, everything's fine.
Everything is awesome.
Oh, doing the thing from Star Wars. How are you?
Everything is cool when you're part of a team.
Okay, so they usher you guys outside, and then they lock the front doors with a chain and
Hey,
go
Steve-O,
back to town.
let's go
Hey,
in.
do y'all wanna go inside, guys?
Yeah, let's go inside.
Okay, let's teleport in, guys.
Wait,
Let's
what?
go in.
Or dimension door.
What is the
choice.
purpose of us going in?
To find
Well,
out, can
I'm
we
gonna-
try to kill our venture captain?
Yes, we're trying to find out what's going on. I was hoping I could ask that girl who was on being guillotined, but if not, I'm going in.
Exactly.
Well, I don't think you can get her soul back unless you wreck a minor artifact, and I think there would
That's
be issues
why I'm
with
going
that.
I'm going to go check out what she has. Hopefully something inside this building can give me information.
So can someone dimension door everyone inside, including the large Eidolon?
I'm talking about I could just dismiss that line and summon it in afterwards.
Okay, can you teleport everyone in one go?
Yeah. Or
All right. So, you know, you're skirting the law here. You teleport everyone inside. Allow me to read what you
Is that
find.
our law, by the way?
Yeah.
Yeah,
is the
but you
chaotic neutral law.
You're operating in another country. You've already been warned multiple times by your venture captain to, you know, be cool.
We are.
Yeah.
Okay, so sitting in the chair is the corpse of the Red Raven. And there's like a note next to it like, raise dead this guy tomorrow. You know, like sell something from Giant Estate because he's super rich. Get a raise dead. An ornate purple carpet bisects the huge audience chamber, running from the huge double doors that lead to the courtyard in the east all the way up the short flight. It's upstairs to a beautifully carved wooden throne that looks out over the chamber. To the left of the carpet is an enormous dining table with 2 long benches. Unfinished meals and drink rest upon the table as if more than a dozen men abandoned a meal in progress not long ago. A smaller table on the other side of the carpet is piled high with stacks of paper, maps, envelopes, arrayed in a pattern that suggests a formal investigation. Doors to the east and west appear to lead to other chambers. You
I
also
wanna check out those papers that suggest a formal investigation.
You guys hear a voice calling out from down here through the doors. You hear someone like, "Hello, is anyone there? Is anyone there? Please
Well-
come save me."
Although I disagree to be here, I was
But it
just
sounds
here.
like someone is in need, so that takes priority.
What's that police law where you can break into places as long as you hear someone in need?
There are public safety exceptions to a lot
Yeah.
of things.
Yeah,
Just pretend that you're a paladin, and now it's
We're doing
perfectly
it.
legal to break through doors.
I'm
Yeah.
doing it on behalf of the Good Samaritan laws. So
Sure. Okay, you bust through the door and you enter.
Please, no more
K7.
references of that. I had my Crim Pro final today. I don't want to think about it.
You break into a barracks. There are 7 beds here.
who's there?
There's no one inside. You hear a voice calling out from further east. "Hello, I can hear you."
This is
Open the
Magical
door.
Clouds.
Okay. A sturdy door leads to the keep's barrack to a dark prison lit by a single torch. The light illuminates 2 cells barred with iron. The southern cell is empty, the door ajar. The northern cell contains a handsome human with blonde hair wearing the costume of a servant of Eliza Petalungro. He says, "Well, hello there, jolly old fellows. I'm Andaleus. Any chance you could get me out of here? You don't seem to be Galton. I'm assuming you're Pathfinders of some sort. I need to get back to the lodge."
It is good to meet you, Andaleas.
Would you have a information that could assist us? There seems to be some problem, some speculations that a certain Pathfinder has gone corrupt. That we need to see.
Oh,
what proof
I know
of that
everything
there
about
is.
this. Just one moment. While I suspect you're Pathfinders, can you provide me any physical evidence?
I
think got my
will.
Wayfinder.
Grant will
Well,
put
sense
forth
motive
his
first,
shiny
right?
Wayfinder.
He says, "Very well
Sense
then."
motive.
And I use it to detect evil on him. Does he?
He is not evil.
Good.
Okay, so he
Is
says,
he being honest?
yes. He says, "I've been paying keen attention to everything that's happened. Well, they've been interrogating me. I've been reverse interrogating them." He kind of smiles and nods. And it seems very strange that a servant would act in this way. He says, "Well, let me explain what's happened. Admiral Hestrom has murdered a man named Tepin Montrose. It seems, and I'm afraid to admit this, but in order to explain it to you, I'm going to have to. Montrose is in fact one of the masked members of the Decemvirate. Now, Admiral Hestrom murdered the shit out of him using the very passageway underneath this place. I don't know if you've heard of the Maze of the Open Road. If you're not cleared for that information, I can't share it with you. But apparently it's some sort of interdimensional meta-teleporty place. And it leads into the Red Raven's backyard. So he kind of walked up here and he stabbed Montrose in the face repeatedly. The Red Raven took over in the investigation. The Raven, of course, used his incredible investigatory skills, which you can learn more about in the early K, U, and P style, whatever, the early modules from Pathfinder, back when it was still 3.5. And, is Gippa around, by the way? Lovely woman. She brought me my lunch earlier.
She's in a better place now, hopefully.
Well, that's a very dire warning. Well, I sure hope that Caden Killian watches out for her. Anyway, so, obviously Admiral Hestrom is a bad person who murders people a lot. I have reason to believe that there's more going on here than there seems. Either way, that should be good enough. Can you get me out of the cell now? It's, it's a little celly for me.
Well, we've seem to have gone on the bad side of this whole group that seems to be justified in killing Adriel Hestrom. Do you know who we could talk to try to mend grounds here?
Yes, you should talk to the Red Raven.
And
He'd
who is
be
that?
dead.
Oh. Well, then talk to Geppa.
She's dead.
Teko?
Teko? Who's Teko?
Teko.
Yeah, he's dead.
The
Okay. Kale the Callistrian.
Who?
Who's that?
Kale the
Ah.
Callistrian.
Mm.
He's
That
one
would
of...
probably
With
be the
the-
judge.
No, that's the other guy
Oh, that one.
in the roost. Yeah.
Yeah, he would be dead
Underground.
too.
Well, we
Uh,
can raise the Red Raven, can't we?
I'm sure you could, but it sounds like you've killed all his lieutenants and his wife.
Hey, we
So-
did
He
it.
didn't kill his wife. We tried to save
Oh,
him.
my apologies. It's you said that people were dead or had killed them, so I just
No,
assumed
we
you
were
killed
trying to save
everyone.
him, and we have the Red Raven's body right there, so... We can
Okay, well,
take
I'm
the
sure
Red
you can get
Raven
him out.
back.
But can you get this door open, please?
Yes.
I'd very
why
much like to go home.
don't you
so-
use that chime of opening? Yes, I'm sure you would like to go home.
Is there any chance you have a costume that I could wear? You know, being in this outfit, if any Galton citizen sees me, I might be thrown in a horrible
Well,
prison.
we can always strip that Red Raven's body and give you that costume, and I'll be happy to carry the
Wait a
Red
minute,
Raven.
wait a minute, wait a
Well,
minute.
no, there is a perfectly good costume right where we entered that he may be able to use. I'm sure you will
So,
enjoy it.
I want
and,
to point out that costume at that area is the Red Raven's costume. Yes. So you want to put on the Red
I was
Raven's
thinking
clothes.
I was thinking he had.
Is there any paperwork or such that could help back up what you're saying?
He says, probably throughout this lodge there's some more paperwork. Why don't you follow me to the throne room? I'm sure there's something lying on the table.
Okay.
And I asked the other group, can y'all step out? We need to have a private conversation with him.
Well, I need to find out about this this highway. That's my faction mission, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
just-
failed
just
that,
give-
by the way.
Give us a sec.
You've missed
Okay,
both
I'll
of the
talk to him
entrances.
on the way back. How about that? Okay.
Okay.
Let's go,
Before you talk to him, let me get this out of the way.
What did we get?
You find 2 letters between Eliza and Osprey that have been intercepted by the Red Raven, copied, and then sent through, using the Red Raven's assets within the Pathfinder Lodge. There's also a map of the maze of the open road showing specific portals between the home realms of certain venture captains. Let me see if I have the handouts here. There's also... you get Edict of the Red... wow, did Jesse not include these? That would be a little weird. Wow, I don't think he did. You get Edict of the Revolutionary Council, Intercepted Letter, and Maze. So let me pull these up, I guess.
you guys okay with raising the Red Raven, considering the fact that he's kind of innocent compared to us?
Meh.
Is that a no?
Oh, you know what
Okay.
I missed?
We'll sell some of his stuff in here and resurrect him.
One of the Becky Yar cultists apparently had this on them, their person. I apologize for missing this. It should reveal some... I apologize for missing that.
The list of names.
Yes.
Yeah.
You may
Except
notice at least
Walker.
one familiar name on it.
Kayama,
Shemus?
Prince, Odrian, Shemus, Eddington, Hugh.
How does he not have these? I could have sworn I saw them when he did this. Okay, well, you discover the following. Map of the world. You guys have the map of the world, right? Yes.
Isn't that a song?
Yes. Now we do. The one from Adolf's
Yeah.
bedroom.
You should have had that. You also got Immortality Stone. Edict of the Revolutionary Council. As you can see, this is very official looking. Intercept and intercept. You know what? Jesse sent these to us in an email after we finished the first session. That's why he didn't put them in here. For those wondering what the hell I'm talking about, I did not set up this Roll20 table. It's somebody else's. You guys have a lot to read right now.
Yeah, reading it
When
now.
you are done with everything, you can put an X in chat.
Oh my God.
Yep.
War and peace here.
You said you wanted to know more about what was happening. You now know everything.
I hate to brain dump it.
Not
but-
everything.
You guys have pretty much hit off on everything. I believe some, let's say, Andorran faction members wish to pull, what's his name aside? Ellen Deus? When they get a
The
chance?
Silver Crusade faction members called Dibs first.
Yes.
Well, Silver Crusade is Andorran, so yes.
Dibs. Screw those Andorans.
Okay, so what excuse are you using to pull Andaleus aside?
I tell Didi and Samo, can y'all go to the next room? We have business to discuss.
So Andaleus is like, why am I here? Why are you getting people out of this room? Anyway, can I have some clothes so I can go someplace else?
You'll get your clothes after you listen to our message. And I kind of looked over to Monk. Are you going to leave?
So yeah, Simo, are you just standing there while he's saying this?
Thank you. Okay. I tell him the message that we're supposed to tell him. Give me a sec.
Which is what?
I'm going to the handout.
Yes. Even the
You know
most
the-
powerful of rats must fear the talons from above.
He nods his head. He pulls out a pair of sunglasses, unfolds them, and puts them on his face. He says, "All right, I'm Agent Jer Falcon. What do you need me to do, boys? It's time to activate my mission. Now, like I was saying earlier, I'm going to need one standard kit of clothing. I'm going to need you to retrieve me back to the lodge so I can begin my mission. It's time for the Corsairs to go deep undercover."
I give him my starter set of clothing from when I was level 1.
It's like,
There you go.
excellent. Now, get me back to the Pathfinder Lodge as quickly as possible. Then he pulls
Alright.
out a second pair of sunglasses and puts it on over the first.
Fine. I
Alright.
can teleport you though after you talk to gentlemen's out here.
Yes, we will be returning to the lodge, so we will escort you back.
All right, then. And then he changes his voice back to normal. He's like, all right, then. All right, then. All right, then. All right, then.
Why?
It takes a while to get the accent out. And he's like, man, I do sound like a silly fop talking like this, don't I? I sure do like not going undercover.
Open the door, and it's like, he's all yours, boys. You got pants on him and everything.
It's a very creepy way of saying that.
Is it true?
Okay, let's take the Raven's body and anything else in here that we can loot. Anything that we need get to prove our innocence in the whole Adriel Hestrom thing, and take it back.
Well, I don't think you find anything else additional. What will you be using to prove your innocence? You know what? I don't need to ask that question yet. Are you guys ready to head back?
I thought you said there were. I thought he said there was paperwork or something. In
Yeah, that's all the things that I just posted.
Okay.
Does that-
We'll
Does
do
that
a-
prove it in there somewhere?
Also, we loot all over here too. We try to take enough stuff where we can resurrect him without having to pay out of our pockets.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're stealing from his house to resurrect him. Okay.
That sounds legit.
All right. So you bring him back to the lodge, and Elisa Petalunga was like, Who's this dead body here?"
He's the guy who killed Estrom.
which,
Just
as
like-
we've now discovered, was a
Mistake.
great service to.
Yeah.
She raises an eyebrow and says, "So, this is the Red Raven then." He looks surprisingly not Native American.
We left his outfit there.
Very well.
We need to resurrect him. We bring out the gear and stuff, and like, here's the stuff to sell for his resurrection.
Eliza and Osprey leap to their feet when you bring the Red Raven into the area where he first attacked Adrehestrum and drew you into this mess. Both have been nervously awaiting your order. You're back! Elisa exclaims, her face lighting up with a smile. I trust you tracked the murderers to their lair? Osprey steps forward and says, oh, well, what have you guys heard?
Birds is the word.
We have
Osprey just kind of
received
sighs.
information that Admiral Hestrom was behind the foul murder of Lord Montrose.
The Osprey and Elisa like look at each other and they're like, Lord Montrose? Who's that?
We know.
They look at each other again. They're like, know what?
That he's part of the 10.
Osprey's like, alright, listen up. You're going to have to swear to secrecy forever what you know about this. Repeat after me. I, Pathfinder, name here, will never reveal this information again on threat of death.
Here's the thing. We're 2 days from retirement. We need to get hurry this crap up.
You're not 2 days from retirement.
Deal. I say it.
Sign.
Okay.
I say it and I wink towards Broke like,
So Osprey asks if anyone can quickly explain everything that's happened in a very short one-paragraph sentence structure.
So,
Okay.
as Tepin Montrose was murdered by our lovely Adriel Hestrom, the Red Raven, also known as Eric of Havilon, decided that he needed to seek justice for Lord Tepin Montrose by killing Adriel Hestrom, which led us to the open road, which leads us to many places around the world, around Galarian. And we have this list of names that we can only assume is more people from the Eyes of the Ten.
So they look over these names if you hand it to them, right?
Shemus. Yes.
They're like, shh, don't say the names. Don't say it. Don't you understand how divinations work? They like look over the piece of paper and then they set it on fire. And they're like, now you're going to have to swear that you forget everything they just said about the names.
I, Zello, forget everything that I said about the names as I went towards Broke.
So as we traveled through the...
He's like, wait a second.
road,
The Eidolon needs to swear too. It's an intelligent creature.
Oh, now he's intelligent.
Hey, whoa, this is... First off, this is Osprey, okay? Osprey is a druid. He understands how companionship works.
Yeah,
He knows that
out
this
of
is an
plan.
intelligent creature.
Oh, it's like you're
Just because
get out
your
of the kitchen.
companions are haters doesn't mean that he is.
We talking about there was like treat him like an animal. You can't be in the kitchen because you might shed. And I was wondering when he was to catch on from that. I kept winking. I was like, huh. Took you 3 tries, man.
The
All
maze
right.
of the open road is also a dangerous place that is kind of haunted by this Medusa. I believe
just
her name
one
is
Oh, they're
Con-
like, oh yeah, we knew
I
about the
believe
Medusa the
her
whole
name
time.
is Chondria.
What?
Yeah, she's always there or something. Anyway, let's see here.
We
You
also
end the
have-
encounter by Admiral Hestrom. He's a traitor and is associated with the Shadow Lodge. Admiral and his agents murdered Tepin Montrose and have targeted 4 more venture captains. The Shadow Lodge knows the location of Decemberate members it plans to kill. The Red Raven has a map of the open road with portals to these locations. Eliza has confined the venture captain Admiral Hestroms to his own room. After the report, everyone goes to Admiral's room to basically make sure that he hasn't been revived yet and the body is gone.
Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
I say to the Richard Captain, y'all just can't keep your hand on stuff, can y'all?
Okay, we're now an hour past time, so I'm going to do the sheets tomorrow or possibly another day. I think I have all of your guys' information, though.
Did we
believe so.
accomplish what we need to accomplish? I
You
don't know.
accomplished most of what you needed to accomplish. First off, I don't actually have to report this shit until we do all 4 parts. So,
Oh, damn,
hashtag
man.
lols. Some of you are going to get more campaign points than the others. One of you healed an injured servant, giving all of you a campaign point. And these will be tracked across all 4 parts to determine what special rewards you get from the Decemvirate at the end. So 1 point for that. You get 1 campaign point for recovering the Pale Maiden. You did not broker a truce between the Society and the Red Raven.
Yeah, we did. We raised the Red Raven. We're going to tell him.
But you also killed him.
But we raised him.
And brought it
fixed
back
him.
to discuss.
Brought him
with
back
the,
with our own money. That
Well,
was the whole
wait,
purpose
wait,
of us
his-
bringing him back.
With his stuff, technically, because we raided and stole his stuff. He doesn't
Hey,
know that.
Hey,
Didn't need to
we
know
could
that.
take some of the stuff of Condria, but we raised him and we tried to save his wife.
I'll give you this. I will let one person make a diplomacy check.
All right.
Because you did kill his entire organization and break into his house and steal his stuff
Can
and
I
kill
use a
him.
wand first?
Probably. I mean, they could just have him in another room and you just use a wand and then walk in, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So I use a wand of honeyed words.
Okay.
I need words.
Make your check.
I need tongue.
Honeyed tongue, I think. All right, so 33.
Yeah, that's good enough. So he agrees to work with the Pathfinder Society. Okay, so you get 4 points so far. You get the point for giving Zaliax his Phoenix Ring back. All of you get your Eliza point, and only 2 of you get your Osprey point for impressing upon them your incredible tale-telling spell skills during the tail spinning.
So who got the Osprey point?
Anyone with a green
The
marker.
people with the green. Yeah.
Yay.
Yay.
They didn't know what I was talking about because it was Paradox.
You just
Yo,
roll.
Silver Crusade bros.
Yeah, Silver Crusade locked it up. All right.
So the people without the green marker is just short 1 point.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
whatever that means, but okay.
So how much
It means a lot in the end.
gold do we get for the next for that chronicle sheet?
I will tell you. You know what? I can probably just look at it. It's not one of those weird ass.
Third level thing.
No, it's not one of the Emerald Spire ones where I gotta open up a different book.
Yeah.
That's nice.
You get 23,237 gold. You
Upgrading
guys
my
are
bow.
worrying about getting raised deads.
Well, that's just 8 prestige points.
No. Oh, you mean yes. You guys are gonna get 1 XP and 2 prestige points here.
All right.
I'm sorry. Complete opposite. You get 2 XP and 4 prestige points here.
Ooh.
Because this is the double net scenario. So, let me ask, how do you guys think this thing went so far? Because we're only on the first step. It got pretty murdery.
It got
I'm
pretty
glad.
murdery. I am going to be taking some more defensive actions. Actually, I think a Ring of Evasion might be a really good investment for a lot of people.
Yeah.
I just roll crap, that's all.
I think it's a little confusing, the who's good and who we should fight and who we shouldn't fight. And it doesn't help. It doesn't really tell you who you should and should not fight, which I
No,
don't
it
like
doesn't.
very much.
Well,
think
I
that's
actually kind of like the way they
You have to broker your own
handled that.
deals.
I think
Yeah,
that's just
but-
been fairly decent writing that you kind of have to figure things out.
You know what? After I be retired from being a Pathfinder, I'm gonna go around with Gout just murdering people. I'm tired of this country.
This is the greatest country in the world. We have Wayne and cheese and
Yeah.
I will
bacon.
say that playing good character in this has been annoying, to say the least.
There's a payoff
It's
later.
been quite difficult.
I think book 3 is going to be pretty awesome for you.
Well, are we still on track to get the boon at the end that I'm hearing about?
First off,
Yes.
we can't talk about that.
Can't talk about it.
It's like Street Fighter. I mean,
You don't have to
Pac-Man.
tell
You don't
me
talk
if-
Now
about
that
it.
we're not
You don't have
talking
to tell
about
me
it,
the boon or any of that. You could at least
now
tell
that
us
we are not talking about it,
track.
I will finally say this. Campaign points have a purpose.
Yes, they do.
That is all I will say.
And I
Okay.
won't spoil it either.
Well, have we completely messed it up? Let me ask you that.
You have destroyed any chance of possibly succeeding ever. If you fail even 1 point, you can never be a Pathfinder ever again. You
I'm
get
okay
to
with
the
that.
end of Eyes of the Ten and they kick you out.
I'm okay with
Okay.
that.
I will
Alright.
say that this has been ran differently from when I ran it.
Of
That
course, it's
sounds
hard
very
to-
bad.
Still, no. It's still very, very fun and very good.
Yeah, I've really been enjoying the sessions. Really challenging, but
I know it's a
lot of
little
fun.
over the top as well, but with all
Yeah.
the gold stuff.
I hate
I
that.
agree. It's challenging but fun. What's a ring of evasion? 25k?
25k.
Quite a bit.
Hey, I want to use my exchange, my Kadiran or
Right.
exchange.
10%
Right?
off to buy
Yeah.
a full item. Okay.
Yeah, definitely. So,
Yeah.
does that give me enough money to buy the 23,000 at the end?
Probably, right? 10% off is...
The Master of Trade.
Yeah.
It's what, 22,500, and you're looking at 23,237. So you're short by. I
No,
don't know,
the
like
total cost of
700.
the ring is 22,500.
Right.
If we get 23,237,
Right.
we get-
Oh, right. You're not short. You have like a couple hundred left over.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. That's put that in. I'm buying the ring of evasion. That's it.
You need to put that in the chat now. I need everyone to put down day jobs and everything that they're buying, like all together in a block.
I will
so that-
figure out what I'm buying after a little bit.
Okay.
So-
If you're not going to put it on like tonight, then we'll just put it at the beginning of the next Chronicle sheet.
Okay.
Okay.
So, what is
So save as. If the audience is wondering what this Chronicle sheet is, we are playing this under Pathfinder Society rules, which means this is all like an organized campaign. You level based on playing things, and this is actually one of the greatest ones to play. It's the retirement campaign for spending, what is it, 33 sessions to get here? 33 4-hour sessions. So you're looking at a couple hundred hours of commitment, like 150 something.
It's like playing a video game and maxing out all those achievements.
12/5/2014. Done. Alright, I'm definitely going to do those tomorrow. Man, I gotta keep moving stuff as well. So, again, let me ask. Oh, no, I already did ask, and you answered how you guys enjoyed the first part of this. Crazy stuff.
That'd be interesting if Broke got his soul taken.
It would have been fun, but I couldn't swing it.
Haha, yes.
I tried. I tried to drop the blade on him. You know, it's not often a GM gets to coup de grace a helpless character, you know. Normally they're all like, stop killing PCs like that. You don't normally get a beautiful option to soul bind a NPC after they fail a horrific high damage. Okay, so Dee Dee is buying a big ring. Grant, is 34 is your day job?
that's my day job.
So that's like what, 75 gold pieces, unless you have a boon.
I believe that's right.
And Dee Dee gets 5 gold pieces. No, 1.
Are you kidding me?
Sumo. Wow, what's that? 10?
What's that?
Yeah, that's 10 gold pieces for your day job, right? Yeah.
Yes. 15 for 10.
Boom. Okay. Do we have anything from Dom?
Oh no, he's a hobo for life.
Okay, all right. I declare this session complete. Hopefully everyone enjoyed themselves. Thank you for joining us, audience. Please allow me to tell you that my name is Arthur Perkins. You can find me on Twitter at APGamingREAL. We will be back Saturday, Sunday, and Monday nights all throughout the holidays except for Christmas Eve. We will continue to be playing this on Thursdays as well. Please join us Thursdays at 7 and Saturdays, Sunday, Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for more Pathfinder Adventure Pass and Pathfinder Society play. You can find my YouTubes with the last 12 weeks worth of content right there. Thank you for joining us, and have a good night. Goodbye, everybody.